Welcome to Beasts of Legend, the podcast that delves deep into the shadows of myth, the whispers of folklore, and the mysteries of creatures that have haunted human imagination for centuries. From the dark forests where cryptids lurk, to ancient lands where dragons once soared, and waters where Yōkai stir beneath the surface, we bring you stories that blur the line between legend and reality. I'm JB, your guide on this journey through forgotten tales, spine-tingling encounters, and timeless legends. Each week, we'll explore the fascinating histories, chilling sightings, and cultural impact of the world's most captivating creatures. So, are you ready to step into the unknown, to discover what lies beyond the myths? Stay close and keep your eyes open. Not everything you hear is just a story. This is Beasts of Legend. Vengeful spirits and their stories are an integral part of Japanese culture, with many stories dating back to the 8th century AD. Today, we're going to explore one that is much more recent. This is the sad, confusing, and truly terrifying story of a yokai known as Teke Teke. It is said this yokai is an Onryō found in train stations or near railway tracks. But her story comes with a warning. If she appears, she has come to kill you. When Teke Teke appears, she may at first appear a creature to be pitied. A young girl, often described as beautiful, with long flowing black hair. However, all too soon those who meet her become aware that the lower half of her body is missing, and rather than beautiful, her true form is demonic. But it is her movement that is most terrifying. Paralyzed in fear, her victims see that Teke Teke moves upon her hands, her innards dragging along behind her. Be warned, however, that even without legs, she is completely capable of chasing you down. Teke Teke drags herself at an incredible speed, crawling on her hands and elbows. This movement is said to produce the noise of her name, sounding like tek-teek or teek-teek-teek-teek-teek-teek-teek-teek. When she catches up with her victims, the last thing they see is her scythe, slicing, claiming herself a new set of legs. The story of Teke Teke started to gain traction a few decades after the Second World War. In 1964, Japan had developed the world's first bullet train. In the early days of the Shinkansen trains, frequent accidents occurred and were feared by the locals, especially in the areas the high-speed trains passed. People were afraid of the dangers posed by bullet trains, and the related accidents seemed to justify their fear. It is during this period that two stories appear, the origin of the vengeful and mentally unstable demon Yōkai Teke Teke. According to the first story, Teke Teke was once a young girl, just like any other, but sadly was timid and said to be easily frightened. Due to this, she was bullied and mocked by her classmates and was a regular victim of schoolyard pranks. It would be one of these cruel pranks that would prove to be lethal. While waiting for a train at the station, a classmate placed a spider on her shoulder. When she saw the spider, she panicked, and while trying to shake it off, she stumbled, falling onto the Shinkansen tracks. Seconds later, the train passed, cutting her in two. In the split second before death, as the life drained from her, she became bitter by the suffering and misfortune caused by others, and is said to have cried out her desire for revenge. Many believe that in those final moments, as an innocent child lay dying, her sorrow turned to vengeful desire, corrupting her soul and transforming her into the Onryō yokai, Teke Teke. The second story is of a young woman known as Kashima Reiko. It is said that while crossing railway tracks, she slipped, her foot becoming wedged in the tracks. Unable to dislodge her foot in time, the Shinkansen passed, cutting her clean in half. However, the cut was clean, and the night was the freezing temperature. This led to her blood freezing, and she remained alive. Her agonizing screams were heard by a station attendant who ran to her aid. As he approached, Kashima was filled with hope and relief, expecting to be saved. However, upon seeing her mutilated body, rather than helping, the attendant covered her with a plastic sheet and left her to die alone in the frozen winter night. As she died, she cursed humanity for their unsympathetic and selfish nature. These emotions transformed her spirit and gave rise to the Onryō, Teke Teke. Nowadays, the spirit of Kashima Reiko has become an urban legend, haunting the bathroom stalls at railway stations. It is said that if she appears to you, she will ask one question: "Where are my legs?" This must be answered correctly if you wish to live. The response that must be given is telling her that her legs are on the Meishin Expressway. If not answered, or the response is unsatisfactory to her, she first slices her victim in half and then tears them to pieces. Answer her correctly, and Teke Teke fades away, leaving her victim in one piece and thankful for knowing the answer. Some accounts say you can also survive by speaking her demon name, Kamen Shinen Ma, meaning masked death demon. I should also let you know that the stories say when someone becomes aware of her story or of her name, she will appear to them within a month. So heed this advice so that you, when she appears, may be fortunate enough to survive the horror of the Yōkai, Teke Teke. Sleep well. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. I hope you enjoyed uncovering the mysteries behind today's legend. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with fellow seekers of the strange and mysterious. Your support helps keep the legends alive. Have a creature or legend you'd like us to explore? Reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and remember, sometimes legends are more than just stories.